Hey everybody, Jerome Maldonado. We're talking warehouses today. And so industrial warehouse space, the boom of e-commerce and everything that's happening. I've been talking about this for the last couple of years, and we're making big moves in warehouse space. We have a couple in Virginia, one in Chicago. We have another place down in Salt Lake City that we're looking at right now, and another one over in Pensacola, Florida. And so different areas, different regions across the country, and people ask why all over the place. And one of the things, we typically focus in one market sector throughout the United States, and then we expand within those areas. Right now, there's a mass opportunity in industrial warehouse space because of what's happening through e-commerce. And so we've been kind of finding and searching deals broad and wide to be able to bring them to the market sector for a multitude of reasons. One, as market sectors grow, I call it the trickle effect. Large industries go in. You have places like Facebook that's going in. You have places like Amazon distribution centers that are going in. You have the Walmart distribution centers that are going in. You have the Target distribution centers that are going in. You have all these massive brands across the country that are going in, and not even just across our country, but worldwide. And so this is a worldwide growth right now that's happening. And I know people have heard me mention this before, that over 1 billion square feet is just going to be needed here in the United States. So our whole goal is, okay, how do we position 1 million square feet of industrial warehouse space in 1 year? And so we have been taking mass action to find it. And so if you're a commercial broker right now, this is an outreach to you guys. We need more help. People that have industrial warehouse deals, we're not looking for the little tiny 5,000 square foot warehouse where there was a mom and pop mechanic shop in there. But those are even great ones for folks that are looking at taking advantage of what I call the trickle effect. But we will take things that are over 12,000 square feet. Typically, if we're taking something that small, we like multiple of them in a given area. So it makes the value of our time worthwhile if we have to travel and get boots on the ground in these areas, if we have management of these properties. But really 50,000 square feet or greater is where we'd like to stay in our business model, moving up to 200,000 square feet, 150,000 square feet into those sectors where we can go in and we can have management teams, boots on the ground, working on in our facilities and taking care of tenants, leases, so forth and so on. But look, there's a big need for big data centers, big housing of big computers and stuff for servers and data centers. And then also, secondly, there's a big need for not just the data centers, but everything in what I call the trickle effect in any market. So what ends up happening is, let's say you get, for sake of example, let's use Amazon. Okay, they come in, Amazon builds a big, huge distribution center, and we'll call it 1 million square feet because that's what they're typically building right now, is 1 million square foot buildings. And they do have subleases to other tenants, but the mass majority of that is taken by like Amazon, Facebook, and some of these big merchants. Well, when that happens, you have to think, is there 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 employees that get hired in these areas? So most times, if let's say you have big industry going in and you have a few thousand jobs come in, where do these people live? Are they driving 20 minutes across town? Are they driving 45 minutes, an hour across town? Or do they live, work, and eat in that area? And typically, once big industry comes in, big business comes in, what happens is housing grows. There's a big need for housing. Right? So that there's land development opportunity there for a lot of developers, which we've been talking about. There's a mass need for mechanic shop, insurance companies, restaurants, multifamily, you name it. As people migrate in due to big industry, there's a need for all of the above. And so through industrial warehouse space, even if you get smaller square footage, you have the need for like these servers that need to go in. You have the need for mechanic shops, for storage, distribution. All this stuff has to come in. One of the tenants that we have is Frito-Lay, and they just use our building as a distribution center for potato chips into the grocery stores and gas stations within one given municipal area. And they still lease out over 12,000 square feet on a small warehouse building from us. And so what I make mention of people is, you don't have to be the big guy like Amazon. You don't have to be the big guy like Facebook. All you have to be is in the right place at the right time to take advantage of what I call the trickle effect of all the other industries and needs there. Let's say silly Posturepedic goes in. Okay, where do they get their mattresses from? Are they shipping them all in, or do they have housing sites for them? Oh, I have news for you. They have housing sites for them. They don't just keep all of them inside their stores. They need little tiny warehouses to be able to store them, and then they send people either to the warehouse, or they'll have somebody, a runner, go in, pick them up, and bring them to the store for people to pick up. There's example after example after example how the trickle effect of industrial warehouse space actually works. And so right now, what our push is 1 million square feet in 2021 of industrial warehouse space. And so if you are a commercial broker, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, optimistically, we want growing cities, right? We want growing cities. They don't have to be in that growing city, but even in the suburb rural areas of those growing cities where the population is slowly expanding outwards too. And so we need a viable area that has population growth within its vicinity to be able to purchase industrial warehouse space. So if you are an industrial warehouse broker, industrial broker, or just a commercial broker and have leads on industrial warehouse space, then reach out to us. Hit us up and DM us. Reach out to us on Messenger. You can even call. You can even hit us directly. Our direct number is 505-610-1717, and you can email us at jeromemaldonado.com. info@jeromemaldonado.com. But we'd love to hear from you. We want these properties. We want to be able to get as much leads on these as possible. Ultimately, we love distressed properties, financially distressed properties. Not really physically distressed, but if they are partially physically distressed and there's a lot of upside, we'll always do value add to the properties. But financially distressed properties in growing cities and corridors, main interstate thoroughways where semi-trucks can come off the freeways and back onto the freeways very easily, and then transportation spider webs out from there. 15,000 square feet or larger, preferably 50,000 square feet or bigger. But if it's in a given city where we already have an interest, we'll take a look at stuff as small as 15,000 square feet. So if you are a commercial broker, reach out to us. If you're not, you're looking at investing in something, one of the biggest questions that I've been hearing today is, what industry should I be investing in 2021? And I tell people, either develop and build industrial warehouse space or buy it. The bank and the big financial institutions are supporting the growth and the expansion of industrial space right now. If the largest financial institutions are supporting that growth, then those are the market sectors where you need to be. And those are the market sectors that we've been pushing towards for the last several years. These are the market sectors that we'll continue pushing towards over the next few years. And the market sectors are just going to become stronger and more stable. Why not get involved on the forefront of it instead of in 2, 3, 4 years from now when everybody's involved in it and everybody's aware of it and the media gets a hold of it? Why not be one of the first ones to invest in it now? Capitalize on it, position yourself to be able to make money and revenue long term from it, and that's how you win in real estate. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you go out and truly compound your interest and your success in real estate investing, but industrial space right now.